A girl passes out in a hot air balloon at 33,000 feet. As the girl starts falling, she suddenly wakes up. She reaches for the rope, but she's already too late. When she opens her eyes again, she realizes she's hanging upside down, thousands of feet in the air. Luckily, the rope is the only thing keeping her alive. She calls out to her partner, but he's already unconscious. Now she's on her own. Swinging from the rope, she barely makes it back to the basket. Meanwhile, the balloon keeps climbing, reaching nearly 43,000 feet. The gas release valve is completely frozen shut. If she can't open it in time, they're both dead. With no safety gear, she climbs onto the top of the balloon. Her hands are numb from the freezing cold, and she nearly slips off. The lack of oxygen starts making her black out, but thinking about her unconscious partner gives her the strength to keep going. She grabs the rope, pulls herself up, ties it around her waist, and finally reaches the frozen valve. She slams it over and over, but the thick ice won't budge. Then she delivers one powerful kick, and the valve finally opens. The balloon starts descending, but the nightmare isn't over. The balloon begins falling so fast that chunks of ice seem to hang motionless in the air. She accidentally breaks the valve while trying to close it, making the descent even more dangerous. Desperate to survive, they throw everything out of the basket. Heavy gear, small equipment, even a fan. When that doesn't help, they toss out their own clothes. Still, the balloon keeps dropping. Then the man realizes the basket itself is the heaviest thing left. He tells her to climb up while he cuts the ropes holding the basket with a knife, one by one. The ground is rushing toward them. The final rope snaps, but they're still falling way too fast. In that hopeless moment, the woman remembers how her father once sacrificed himself by jumping from thousands of feet in the air to save her. She decides she's ready to do the same for her partner, but he stops her. Then he comes up with one last idea. He cuts the balloon's inner support lines. The balloon's fabric spreads out like a giant parachute, slowing their fall just enough. They both breathe a sigh of relief, but they're not safe yet. The balloon is heading straight for a dense forest. Moments later, it crashes into the trees. That night, the woman wakes up in pain and searches for her partner. Luckily, he's still alive. Leaning on each other, they make their way out of the forest. Against all odds, they survive.